panel. Let's hear for our host, Claire.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing? It's very nice to see you. So who was here for the IT panel on Friday? Okay, right, so good. I've got some of the same questions. That's fine. Anyway, are you enjoying MCM Comic Con? Are you enjoying it? Right, without further ado, let me introduce to the stage Sophia Lillis, Wyatt Oleff, and Jaeden Martell. Come on up, guys, come on up. Come on. Louder! Yes! Hi, come sit down. Wyatt, here he is. And Sophia. Yay! How are you doing? You each got your own cheers as well. Woo! Woo!
Hi.
Sorry. Oh, that was rather loud. Sorry. How are you guys doing? So have you survived Comic-Con? It's day 3. How's it been?
Wonderful.
Wonderful?
Yeah.
It's been good. It's been a lot. I forgot how Comic-Cons work. I haven't been to a Comic-Con in a long time, so this is fun coming back.
Oh, I'm glad. And like when you're doing I always wonder, like when you're doing the photo booth stuff, like does anyone ask for like some weird poses and odd stuff? Like what kind of things do you get asked to do?
They're all right here. I don't know if we want to talk bad about them. They would, anything weird? No, we get some fun ones. I like when they ask for poses. Holding hands, grabbing cheeks. That's a thing.
What, your cheeks being grabbed?
Both. They like
mutual
grabbing of the cheeks.
Right, okay. An omni grab. Great. And
You don't do that?
No.
you guys haven't had that yet?
No.
Right, that's just you, Jason. What about people coming and asking you for autographs? Do they ask you any questions? Is there something that you get asked quite a lot when people come and speak to you?
They ask what my favorite scene is to shoot, and I can't remember a lot from 4 years ago, so I have to think of... Is this 3?
3.
Okay, so 3 years ago, so I can't remember a lot. I always say, like, the blood scene, because that's the most memorable, and a lot of blood involved, so I remember that part.
I always wonder when you're filming, because obviously what we see is what we see, but there's a lot of things that don't make the film. There's long, long days, and of course you don't remember everything. But then what does stand out, and well, you've said the blood scene, Jaeden and Wyatt, what stands out for you out of those years of filming that makes you go, oh yeah?
I think one of my favorites was when we were standing on the cliff in our underwear. It was a really fun experience to have with some friends. So basically we had on like 3 pairs of underwear, and then we had like a harness on, and then the harness was like connected to something so we could like lean over the cliff and not die, and it was like a cool experience. And no, it was fun to just mess around. It was a little awkward at first because we were uncomfortable, but then we were like, who cares? I mean, everyone in the world is going to see it anyway, so who cares?
Yeah, but we didn't get to jump off the cliff.
Nope.
It was actually like these giant 6-foot body doubles with muscles.
They were the same height.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, they weren't. They were like
they were
grown adults. They were men.
Mine was the same height.
No.
Yeah.
We were
Muscles.
13.
Yes.
And look next time. Next time you watch a movie, look out for those 6-foot body doubles.
Did you, if you had to jump off the cliff, would you have done it?
Yeah. I say that, but probably not.
Yeah.
Would you guys have done it?
I got the same answer.
Yeah, well, before they started saying that maybe we were gonna jump. I didn't think legally that was allowed, but I thought I would just go for it because it's my job.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Like, oh God, you're braver than I am. Obviously, you're all pals. You're all friends in real life. Do you have like a little Instagram group or like WhatsApp chat group kind of thing that you all kind of like link into?
I don't talk on it. I don't like to talk
Sometimes
on it.
it's a scene by Sophia Lillis. Never. When she does talk, it's really exciting for all of us. We like, oh, Sophia. But yeah, we have Snapchat, Instagram groups, text groups.
Who would you say is like the communicator of you guys then? Someone who's always texting, always on Instagram.
Wyatt?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, because no one else talks in there, so it's like might as well just put something in there every once in a while. Yeah, sometimes I just put random stuff in there and it just says seen by everyone and like no one cares.
And when you do get together, like obviously you're together here this weekend, but when you're together, not in front of thousands of eyeballs, like what do you get up to? Do you just sort of play video games and hang out?
Yeah, we do that. We do normal stuff, and we also like to like shoot little short films and skits and stuff, and be creative, and then write, edit.
I witness it. I don't contribute. I'm more of a innocent bystander in that situation. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we just try to, maximize our time together and really capture it. And so, doing skits and stuff is like, oh, it's kind of like the best way to remember something is by doing a skit. And you're like, yeah, I remember that night. I remember making it. And sometimes they're not
we
funny
make diss tracks.
Yeah. And they're, no.
No.
The other day, Wyatt, I talked about your YouTube channel. And yeah, we're coming right back to that again, sorry. And we talked about some of the unboxings that you did, and you talked about Nintendo. If you were to star in a video game adaptation, what would you star in? What kind of game would you like to, if it was a game made into a movie, what would it be?
That's a heavy question. I don't know if I want to be in a video game movie just because they don't have the best reputation. But I don't know. I don't really feel like there's anything in specific that... I mean, maybe I'd like to adapt one into a movie.
Minecraft.
Just you building stuff.
Aren't they making that? Are they making a Minecraft movie already?
Are they making a Minecraft film? They are. I've got some people...
They were.
Oh.
They were. All right, never mind. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
That'd be quite a chilled film. Just like hanging out with some villagers, building stuff.
Sounds like a blast.
Yeah, that'd be fine. I would like to watch that film. And in terms of your TED Talk, which we saw online.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
And that was just you like playing about and just going, right, whatever. I wanted to ask all three of you guys, if you had to create your own TED Talk. Uh-oh, Sophia's like, shit. What would your TED Talk be about? It could be about anything you want in the whole world. Little 10-minute TED Talk. What would your TED Talk be about? So I feel like I'm really I'm so sorry, it's the last day.
I wouldn't give a TED Talk. I'm not one to give advice to other people.
Do people ask you for advice?
They do. They sometimes ask me for acting advice, and it scares me.
Why?
Because I don't know how I got here.
Talent.
I'm shocked I'm here too. Yeah, I just feel like I was really lucky, and I like where I am, and I want to move forward on it. But other people asking me, like, what did you do? I'm like, I don't know what I did. I just did it. A lot of it.
What did you do? How did you get into acting? Did you just kind of go, I like this?
Yeah.
Let's try it?
Pretty much. I grew up in New York, so I did a lot of NYU like short films, and I did that for many years of a lot of things. So suddenly I got this, and it was great, and got an agency. So it's really boring stuff. I'm going to bore you a lot if I keep talking about this, but
that's good advice. Just if you want to act. I guess that's like the simplest thing, I suppose. So your TED Talk would be very short.
Yes.
That which is fine. Yeah. What about you guys? Jaeden, what would you do a TED Talk on?
That's hard. But does it have to be something that you're good at and that you can...
anything you want.
I would do something where I can learn from my own TED Talk.
Oh.
Like singing, because I can't sing. Is there a TED Talk on singing?
I believe there might not be, so there's a space for you, Jaeden. If there's a TED Talk person out there who wants to recruit Jaeden, he's all up for talking about singing. We talked about singing the other day, about the karaoke vibes, and Andy Machete being very aggressively into karaoke. You said that. If you had to choose a karaoke song, what would you sing?
Oh, Bohemian Rhapsody is our go-to.
Yeah.
Oh.
that's Andy's favorite song. It seems like, is it? Yeah. Okay. So we have to sing that at least like 5 times when going into. Like, I'm not exaggerating. We do at least 5 times. Right? Am I wrong? Okay.
But I like to stick to rapping, so I don't really have to sing. But they never have the rap songs I want. Or some David Bowie, then you could just go low. And
I think some of my favorites are like Rocket Man is really fun, just because if when you do karaoke, the point is to push your lungs, or not your lungs, your voice box to its absolute limit, and hopefully not have a voice the next morning. So, any songs where you have to scream the chorus is a fun time.
I like the orchestral songs that involve little to no singing involved.
Yeah, just nodding your head and like looking around the room like,
Yeah.
yes, this is good. Chin scratching ones, you're like, yes. So tell me about it. Okay, so when you guys started on this journey together, did you think you would end up here, like in Comic-Con? Like, what were your thoughts when you first took on the roles?
Well, I've always wanted to go to Comic-Con since I was young. I never knew I was going to go to Comic-Con like this. It's just not my intention. I mean, I love doing it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no. Yeah.
And what about you guys? Like, what did you think when you first took on these roles?
no, not at all. We didn't know how big it would be. I think it took a while for it to set in when it was doing well. But we just hoped that people would like it a little bit, because we were so nervous that people would enjoy it, because there were such dedicated fans from the book and from the original miniseries, that we were just nervous and hoped that somebody saw it.
I mean, as when I spoke to you guys the other day, you were like, not all fans of horror, basically. You're not like dedicated horror fans. What is it like working on a horror film? Because we see the end product, which is scary. But obviously, when you talk about Bill Skarsgård just having a chat and his makeup, like, how are you doing? You guys all right? Like, it doesn't seem that scary. What is it like working on a horror film? Are there any scary moments at all?
I think the only times it's like really scary on set is when we don't know what's going on. So for some of the scenes, he wouldn't really tell us exactly what was happening. He's like, or Andy Muschietti would go, if you turn around, they'll be there, but maybe I won't tell you when, or something like that. And there's a sense of mystery and the unknown, and then when you find that out, it's like scary, and it kind of gets your natural reaction. I know, Jaeden, you had a good one with that, with like the 3 doors scene.
Me and Finn were waiting outside the three doors, the scary, not scary, very scary doors. And we were going in. We were getting tired. It's the end of the day. And we weren't really giving it our all. And, it's hard to react to it's hard to react to nothing, just to be, scream when there's nothing there. It's just an empty closet. So for one of the takes, Andy hid in the closet, and when we opened the door, he jumped out and screamed. And we screamed like louder than any other scream in the movie, and you forget, oh wait, things are actually scary in real life, and you do scream. It's not overacting. That's just real life. So that's the reaction that you see in the movie.
There's a scene in It Chapter 2. You open a fridge door, and we see you there. And you're like a creepy little spider person. I'm making it sound cuter than it actually is, but it's quite horrific. How did they do that scene? Were you on set at all that day?
Yeah, so I didn't act with any other people in the scene. Like, I did my stuff on a completely separate day than like Bill Hader and James Ernstone and James McAvoy. So I was just like, I was like with second unit, and I was shooting it, and there was like the shot on the fridge, and that was me, and like one of my arms was real, but the rest was like a fake prop body. And then I basically screamed, and then I let my head down, and then in post they ripped it off my neck and it rolled, and up to the point where the head starts moving around the floor, it's me, but then once it starts moving around, it's all CG. So Well, most of it's CG. They made a head. They made my head. They casted a mold on my face and my entire head, and they modeled it, they constructed it, and they painted it, and it looks really amazing. I have it in my house, and it's deep in the closet. It's not getting out of there. Absolutely not. I had it out for a bit, and I couldn't sleep, so I put it back in the closet. No, it was a cool experience, though. They had a bunch of cameras and stuff to capture all sides of my face, like every possible angle, and then they had me do a bunch of syllables and scream a bunch, and like just capture a bunch of photos for all the VFX people to reference from. And Sophia, you had a similar experience with the on fire stuff, right?
Oh yeah, you're on fire in one scene, Sophia. Do you remember?
What did I? Oh yeah. I did do that. I was on fire, for the movie. They did a lot of CGI for that, but it was mostly me up to the point where I started to run. Then it was a stunt double, because I can't run. There was just a lot of dots on my face the whole time, and somehow they used that to make it look like I have fire on my body. They also put me in this like weird construction thing where it was just like a harness, and a big halo on top of me with lights shining down, so it looks like light, fire. And I had to walk around in that, and that was something else. But no face molds or anything. I didn't get any of that, which I'm kind of bummed about. So
You guys, you've all got your own followings online now, and it's quite a lot, talk about thousands of millions on Instagram and whatnot. Do you feel, you're actors, you want to act, you want to do your job, right? But do you feel there's like a great pressure on you to be role models in a way and live up to a standard that people hold you to? Sorry, deep questions for Sunday, sorry.
I like that question. It's a really important perspective to have, and I sometimes feel pressure, just having that platform. But it's important to use that kind of platform that we all have to send like positive messages, and sometimes it's a little silly what we do with our content. At least Jaeden and I don't know about you, Sophia, but we can be silly with how we present ourselves, and I think that's just a part of being like relatable, I guess. I don't know. Just like, I don't know. It's interesting to have a platform. Try to do as much as you can with it. Like I'm an ambassador for Teen Cancer America, and I did something for the Thirst Project recently. So like that's important to let all you guys know. There's a lot of younger folk that follow us, so it's like important to let the future generation know what's important. And yeah.
Good answer. What about you guys? Do you feel a pressure?
A little. It feels strange, kind of thinking that people look up to me. I don't even like saying that out loud because it feels like I'm just putting I have a high ego and I don't want to present myself like that. But if people do look up to me, thank you. But yeah, no, it feels strange because I'm still learning acting, honestly. I'm still in the industry. I'm still, every single job I take, I'm learning a lot from that. And it feels still kind of like trial and error, It feels still like it's like the whole fake it till you make it type thing, but still in the faking process, hoping to make it. And I guess I did well so far, hopefully. And so I feel like people always say that I can't believe, I wish I could be like you in a way, and I wish I can act like you. You can, honestly, because if I can do it, then I feel like anyone else can, honestly. So it does feel a little bit of pressure. It feels strange for people to think of me as like some sort of big actress type thing, but yeah, I don't really know where I was going with that. I feel like there was some end product.
No,
but
not at all. And an insight, it doesn't get better. I always feel like I'm just faking my way through life. So you just have to get on with it and just go, yeah, everything's good. Unicorns and rainbows, unicorns and rainbows. What about you, Jaeden? Do you feel that, or you just go with the flow and just see what happens?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I feel a pressure, but it is kind of interesting that you now have a voice because of your job, and sometimes I get a little upset with it because all I want to do is act, but then I forget that interviews and your public platform comes with it all.
Yeah.
And so I just try to do the best with what I can, and since I do have this little bit of power and these little bit of followers and people who are hearing what I'm saying, then I try to do good with it, just like what Wyatt said with giving to other people.
Well, you guys are doing a really good job, so not
Thank you.
to worry
Thank
about
you.
it. I've got some fan questions here, and then we're going to play a game. So, fan questions I asked some people online, all right? So this is from Gwill's Queen on Twitter. Who from the Losers Club is the most similar to you besides the character you play? Go for it.
I don't have anything.
Ben Hanscom. I feel like he has a lot of quirks, and he's a lot of awkward interactions.
That's what I was gonna say.
Then take it. Take the answer.
Ben Hanscom, guys.
What about you, Sophia? What about you, Sophia?
Oh, I don't know. Considering Beverly's the only female character, it's kind of hard to say. Doesn't mean anything. Just character,
Character
characteristic
traits.
wise.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. I'm not. I'm just thinking. I guess Beverly.
Good answer.
You can't say that.
No, I'm just saying.
It's your panel. You can say
I
whatever
put
you want.
a lot of myself into that character.
Just say Ben Hanscom.
Okay, Ben Hanscom.
Yay! This is from Instagram, from a user called Sleep in the Cold. If you could have any other actor play your adult selves, who would it be and why? Any other actor play your adult selves?
You're gonna make us look like jerks. I don't want to say James McAvoy. I don't know. I don't want to answer that.
I also say James McAvoy.
Okay, Jessica Chastain
Yeah,
for
there
me.
you go.
Excellent. What about you, Wyatt?
Yeah. I feel like it can't get anyone else other than Andy Bean.
Andy Bean's the best.
I'm sorry that you just can't answer that question without saying your older self.
That's fine. Last of the fan questions before we head to the game. Okay, so do you have a Losers Club chat? Oh, I asked that. Sorry, Isabel Stevens 3. Yay! There you are there. So shout out to you. Your question was so good it made the main questions.
Shout out.
Thank you, Isabel.
Snap
Yes,
me.
they do. They do. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Isabel. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, now we played this game the other day, but there's slightly different pictures. Okay, so we're not doing the Instagram deep dive, okay, but we're going to just do fear or cheer.
Okay.
So we're going to show some scary stuff on screen. So we get the fear or cheer title image, please. So basically, this is how the game works. For those who weren't there the other day, I'm going to read out some stuff that could be scary or not scary, and you guys just say fear or cheer. Cheer for non-scary, obviously, and fear for scary. So, are we ready with the images? Yep, Dale. Sorry, I'm the little one. Yeah. Hey, there we go, yay! Okay, so this is fear or cheer, you guys. I'll stand up and see what we've got here. So the first image is, can we get it up?
I knew that was gonna be the
Spiders.
picture. I knew.
You do
knew
it.
I knew it.
So fear or cheer then?
Fear.
Sophia?
Fear.
Big fear.
Fear or cheer, you guys? What about you?
Fear.
So is it
I hear some
Yeah,
cheers.
spiders suck.
Spider lovers in there. Good on you. Okay, next.
No.
Next question, please. Next one. Oh,
What is that?
it's a cat. It's a bloody cat,
It's a cat.
Jaeden. Fear or cheer?
I thought maybe
Jaeden.
it's a cheetah or a lion or something. I don't like cats. Sorry.
Oh. Controversial. You're going to have to leave the stage now, so.
I'm not afraid of them though.
So cheer?
Okay, let's go with cheer.
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 Yeah, cheer.
Fear or cheer, you guys? Oh, there's a few fears down here. Okay, right. Okay, next one. Oh.
Aw.
Cheer.
Big
Oh.
cheer.
Cheer.
Oh, you're scared. Did you say cheer? Fear?
No.
Okay, cheer.
I said
Sorry.
cheer.
Cheer for all of you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Fear or cheer, you guys? Everyone loves a dog. Okay, next we've got heights. That's horrible. That really makes me feel a bit.
Don't like that image.
Yeah. Ugh, don't like it.
What kind of heights are like?
I'm
Is
talking.
there a railing?
I'm talking about you're
That
looking
height.
down.
Nope.
Yeah, like that.
No.
Nope.
Fear.
So fear,
Cheer.
cheer, fear, fear,
Fear.
cheer. Oh, okay. Mixed response. Okay, next one. We've got small spaces.
Aw.
Oh, small spaces.
Small
I'm afraid
spaces.
of cats,
Big
guys.
Fear.
Fear for you. Small spaces, Sophia.
Cheer. I cheer, I could guess.
Cheer.
I don't have like specific emotions between,
Cheer.
being in
Cheer.
a small space.
Fear or cheer for small spaces? Fear. Okay. Okay. Next we've got the dark. Are you scared of the dark? I mean, I'd be scared of the
That's
dark if she was
Shazam.
lurking at my door.
Yeah,
Shazam.
Fear or cheer?
Oh, it depends on the situation. Okay, all right. Like if it's late at night and you're getting a snack and you have to turn all the lights off, like that's a fear, right?
Right.
But if you're playing hide and seek in the dark or you're trying to scare your friends, then it's cheer because you want to scare your friends and therefore they have the fear.
So you're in between. So you're
Yeah.
a for cheer.
Fear, yeah, no, for cheer.
For cheer. Cheer or fear?
cheer.
Cheer.
Not that afraid of the dark. I used to be, and then I was like, I'm gonna overcome it, and then I did.
Cool.
So cheer.
And Jaeden?
So brave.
I think when I was like 5, I looked at my mom and I said, I don't need this nightlight anymore. And right there, I conquered my fear of the dark. So therefore, cheer.
Kick that nightlight
5
out of the
years
room.
old.
Right, guys, fear or cheer for the dark?
I'm a man.
Next, I'm a big old fearty. Next, we've got fear or cheer. Fear of missing out.
Big fear. Big
Yeah,
fear.
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 Cheer.
Cheer.
Well,
Fear or cheer? Someone. Next, what we got? Spicy food.
Cheer!
Cheer.
I love
Yeah,
spicy
cheer.
food. Cheer.
Fear or cheer and spicy food? Okay.
Yeah.
Next, we've got. Next, it. Fear or
Yeah,
cheer?
cheer. Thank you for getting us this far.
Yeah, thanks. Cheer.
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 And the next one, last one, Bill Skarsgård.
Fear. God. Oh,
That is a
so handsome. He's too handsome.
fear or
Too
cheer?
tall.
Oh, cheer. He's
Cheer.
big. He's a big boy.
Yeah, cheer.
Cheer. What about you guys? Of course. Now we're going to hand it over to the most important people here, which is these guys. Okay, so if you have a question, get those hands right in the air. Hands up, hands up. Okay, and I'm going to come down. I'm going to choose the path of least resistance and go right here first. Okay, here we go. Hi there. Oh, shit. Oh, crap. Okay, so stand up for me, sir. Right, what's your name and what's your question?
My name's Ethan,
Hi, Ethan.
Hi, Ethan.
and I had a question about with all like the fears and the jump scares and stuff you had to do. I heard that like most of them was kind of you didn't know about it at the time, and then it kind of happened. Did you because you take obviously more than one take, was it like trying to adapt to like each time it could be a bit different, so it's like more scary each time?
That's a good question. I think whether or not it's fear or anything, whenever you're acting, you always want to change it up a little bit. And, acting is all about adapting to your surroundings. And, every take should be different. So that's a good question. So yes, the answer is yes.
Okay, I'm over here, guys. Hi. So we've got, what's your name and what's your question?
My name's Clara, and is there a certain part of your character that you like feeling yourself?
I liked my character a lot. I looked up to her, and in a way, I wanted to become like her. Kind of, yeah, she's so brave. I would like that. So hopefully. So yeah, no, I learned a lot from my character, and I feel like maybe at some point I did become kind of braver, and I did become like her. Anyone else? You?
Yeah, I think I relate to Bill's like dedication to his family and his friends and his love for them, and then I kind of admire his strength and his will.
Is this what we fear in our characters, or what we?
Like a part of your character that you like feel is you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good job, guys.
Whoops.
I think
Fear?
for-
Wait, fear?
Yeah, fear about your own.
No, feel.
is
Feel. Oh,
See?
okay. Never mind. I'm stupid. Feel.
cheer, cheer, not fear.
Cheer. Yeah, no. I feel like just his overall not wanting to lose friends vibe, I definitely relate to. I think just trying to keep the group together and just his love for his friends is very real, so I feel like I relate to that. Also, I'm Jewish. But I didn't have a bar mitzvah, but I'm Jewish.
Okay, next question. What's your name? What's your question?
Terry. So I just want to say that you are three and the others great actors, and we're such huge fans of the film. My friend and I were both from Paris. And yeah, you should not feel any pressure or something like that. I just wish you guys, enjoy everything that's going on in your life, because the most important part of your job is, the story you chose to represent on screen. And this links up to my question. Jack Gradzer, I'm pronouncing his name correctly, Joe Gradzer, starred in a wonderful film that's called Beautiful Boy with Steve Carell and Timothée Chalamet. It's about drug addiction, and it's a really great film. I assume you guys seen it. And you all deal in the movie with personal issues. The character deals with personal issues, with domestic abuse. You did that also, Jaeden, in the Book of Henry. And I was wondering if you could play in an indie movie like this, what were a personal issue that matters to you that which you would like to represent on screen, to give a voice to that issue, such as, abuse or drug addiction or something like that?
Thank you.
Very good question.
Thank you for everything you've said, and your question is really good. I feel like there's so many different things to represent in terms of the population in general. There's so many different kinds of people and so many different kinds of problems, and it's so broad. And there's always a target audience, and there's always a specific group of people. But I don't know if there's anything specifically I can think of right now that I would like to represent, because there's nothing that I deal with personally that I haven't seen on screen before or haven't seen represented. And I feel like I just wait for the challenges to come my way, and hopefully I'm able to represent it in a fair way.
You got another more to add? Hi, I'm here. Oh, you're finished. Okay, cool.
Teleported.
Sorry, I was like, oh, I'm here. Hi. Okay, what's your name? What's your question?
Raphael. I'm Raphael. Nice to meet you. So I noticed that you have a very great fashion sense, all of you. And I was wondering if there was anyone that you were inspired by?
Oh, good question.
I'm inspired by Sophia Lillis, obviously. She is matching me, or I'm matching her.
Yeah. Thanks. Not really. I usually just pick the things that are equally comfortable and is presentable enough. And thank you for saying that, because that means it's working.
Yeah, I don't know one.
My mom.
My mama bear dresses me. Thanks, Mama Bear.
Thank you. Okay, what's your name, sir? Oh, you're missing an arm. Hi. Okay, we've got the one-armed boy here. Okay, there we go. I wonder who you are. Right, okay. Can you say your name and your question?
My name is Lyle, and did you get along with all of the people?
Did you all get along with everyone? Thank you, Lyle.
Not
Not
all.
Not in the beginning.
What?
What?
I didn't. There were a lot of people my age, and which was nice, but I didn't really talk for the first month to them. We tried. I was just there. I just witnessed everything. I was invited along to all their things, and slowly I became more sociable. Yeah, that. And soon I became really great friends, and they're one of my best friends ever. Yay. Yeah.
Yeah, we loved each other right away. Maybe, apparently not Sophia, but...
No, I didn't.
She wasn't there.
No, I wasn't there.
Not there emotionally yet.
Hi guys, I'm over here this time. Hello. Okay, so
Hi.
what's your name and what's your question?
Hi, my name is Bo. I just want to say I've been through quite a difficult time past 2 years, and the Losers Club has really helped me get through that. And my question is, do you realize like how much your job and being part of the Losers Club helps other people?
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, now I am. Thank you.
Yeah, it means so much when you guys say that, because it doesn't really make sense. Like, we made this horror film together, and it's kind of incredible that people can. You guys have become closer to each other, and you've found friends through our movie, and have find happiness through our movie, and it means so much to us, because that's the only thing you can hope from making a movie. So thank you to you guys.
Thank you. That's a really nice question. Thank you. Hi, what's your name and what's your question?
Hi. My name is Alex. I know that Jaeden and Wyatt, you would like to direct movies, and I was wondering if you would prefer, if you could choose, if everything was possible, to do big movies with Warner Bros. For it, like big studios, or more independent projects.
Independent. Yeah, I think that no one, if you ask any director that question, they're always going to say independent, because those are the most, but I don't like independent, I don't know, I feel like they've been labeled, there's such a big divide between studio movies and independent movies, when there shouldn't be. It should, all movies should be good. It doesn't matter the budget, it's the same effort is put into them, and I just think that sometimes studio movies lack heart that a lot of independent movies do, and I think that's where all directors get their start, as independent movies. So that's where we have to start, and we would love to.
Yeah, I think Jaeden had a really good answer there. I think it's really important for all directors, it doesn't matter the budget. You want to craft a story that you want to tell, because you want to put yourself out there, and you want to tell this really important story that you find very close to yourself. So yeah, independent, again, has that label, but I mean, both of them do. So there's not really anything you can say about either, but you just take the budget and you make the movie. No, yeah, with heart, of course.
Thank you. Okay, over here. Hi. Hello. Okay, what's your name and what's your question?
Hi, my name's Evie. I was just wondering, so what do you think was the hardest scene to film in chapter 1?
Thank you.
In the beginning, it was just a lot of the scenes with them, because I'm not done talking. Because I was used to doing a lot of short films, and all of those short films I was by myself. I didn't really have any scenes, group scenes with anybody, especially people of my age, and especially people I can relate to. So it was kind of hard to talk to them at first, and hard to do scenes where I had to interact freely with them. But the more I did it, the more I became close with them, and the more I felt like I could open up more. And with that, everything became a lot of fun with them. So at the beginning, it was the group scenes.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so there's a scene later in the movie, in the first one, where my face almost gets bitten off, and basically everyone else comes in, and there's a lot of crying and emotional stuff going on. And although it lasts 5 seconds in the final cut. It took us like 3 days to film that, and it was a lot of crying and just being close to each other, and that was a really powerful moment for all of us, except for Sophia.
I was next door.
Maybe there you go. That's just so.
I was shooting the blood scene as they were shooting the face scene.
So I'm sure that must have been really easy for you because you weren't around us, right?
No. Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you. Okay, I'm still here. What is your name and what's your question?
Okay, so my name's Leo, and going on the blood scene, I was gonna say, Sophia, why didn't you close your mouth? Because in the film, it looks like there's just blood coming up into your mouth, and fake blood tastes disgusting.
It did. I had to breathe, and I had a stuffy nose, so mouth open was what I was doing. And it did taste gross, and yeah, it was really bad. So it was hard, actually. It was very hard, that specific scene.
Good to know.
Okay, so, but yeah, no, I was kind of having a little bit of a cold then, so open mouth it was.
Thank you very much, Leo. Okay, I'm down here. Hello, what's your name? What's your question?
I'm Lathan, and my question is, this is really stupid compared to everyone else's, but what are your Hogwarts houses and what are your characters' Hogwarts houses?
Hogwarts houses and characters' Hogwarts houses. Good question. Thank you very much.
So the Pottermore test told me I was a Gryffindor.
Woo!
But the Sorting Hat said I was a Slytherin, so I'm in the middle.
Definitely Slytherin, yeah.
Bill is definitely a Gryffindor.
What about you guys?
Me? I think I took the Pottermore test a few times, and I got in mixed results. Some of them said Slytherin, and some of them said Hufflepuff. I guess I'm a Hufflepuff,
Yeah.
I suppose. Am I? Okay, I'm a Hufflepuff. And my Beverly's most definitely a Gryffindor.
Wyatt?
Yeah. So I didn't take any Pottermore tests. Okay. But I did get the Sorting Hat, and I don't remember what it said. It said either one of two things. It said Ravenclaw or Hufflepuff, and I don't remember which, so I'm going to just say Ravenclaw because it's different from your guys' answers. And I don't know, I'm not that familiar with the houses, but maybe Stanley would be a Ravenclaw?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
I think
sense.
so. He's deductive, sort of.
Cool. Does that answer your question? Good. Satisfaction.
Thank you.
Satisfied customer. Hello, lovely. What's your name and what's your question?
My name's Morgan, and if you could work with anyone in the in the movie industry, who would it be?
Oh, good question.
John Cena.
Really?
Nope.
No.
Sorry, John Cena. Christian Bale or Robert De Niro?
Okay. What about you? And what about you, though?
All right, cool. I want to work with Taika Waititi because he's an amazing director. Yeah, yeah. He's an amazing director, and I love all of his movies. Go see Jojo Rabbit if you haven't yet. That's such a good movie, one of my favorites of the year.
I would like to work with him too. Wait, hold on. I'm a big fan of directors. Really love Wes Anderson. Really, shut up. Really love Wes Anderson. He's one of my favorites. And I also really love Whit Stillman. Those are two of my favorite directors.
Wait.
So working with them would be nice.
I need to change my answer because I didn't know we were doing directors. So I'm gonna have to go with Martin Scorsese.
Good answer. Okay, guys, over here. Hello. What's your name? What's your question?
Hi, I'm Ed.
Hi.
Other than It, what would you say your guys' favorite horror films are?
What was the question?
Other
The
favorite horror
Shining.
films. Go for it.
That's not really scary, but it's a good one.
Oh, favorite horror movie. I liked Rosemary's Baby. It's too close.
There's one that is on like the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember it.
Hereditary.
No. I didn't see Hereditary. I don't know. I'll get back to you.
Well, it's not your favorite if you can't even name it.
clearly it's not my favorite then. The Shining.
Okay, I'm still over
Thank you for
here.
your question.
Next question. What's your name and what's your question?
Hi, I'm Michael. First off,
Hello.
thanks Wyatt for signing my Rice Krispie box. It was a really weird request, but
Wonderful.
thank.
You're welcome.
Second, I was wondering, what's the biggest thing that inspires you? Not just like in movies, like in general. What like inspires you?
Thank you. That's a good question. What inspires you outside of film? That's from Michael.
Me mum. Yeah. Definitely my mom or my mum. She inspires me because of her strength and her sacrifices that she's made for me, and her selflessness.
Anyone else? What else inspires you outside of film?
I didn't know there was
You have to say your mom or she's gonna be mad at you.
I know, she's here now. Hello, Mom.
You better just say your mum's.
It's my mom. I love my mom. Yeah, you know, she's done everything for me. I wouldn't have been here without her. I'm serious. She literally takes care of me. Thanks, Mom, for being there. Yeah, love you. Yeah. Woo.
This is for all the mums around the world. Round of applause.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm here because of her and for her, and yeah.
I dare you to not say mom.
You didn't say your mum. You better.
Taika Waititi.
My dad. No. Can I pick two?
Yes.
Mom, my dad, and my mom.
Good answer. Right,
Thanks.
this is the last question now. This lovely lady here. What is your name and what is your question?
Hi.
Okay, go for it.
I'm Charlotte, and for Jaeden, because he had to learn to stutter for your character in it, did you ever stutter in real life by accident?
I actually.
Good question.
Good question. It actually did stick with me after a while because before doing the movie, I kind of developed it and figured out what it was and how exactly I would stutter and when I would stutter and how often I would stutter. So doing it every day became kind of second nature, where I didn't have to plan it out anymore. I just did it whenever I did a line. So after that, when auditioning or working on another movie with another script, my brain would automatically insert the stutter while I was acting. So it took me a while to get rid of it. Good question. Thank you.
Thank you, Charlotte. Now, before we leave the stage, there's something I want to do because, well, we've got all the Losers Club here. Can we take a Losers Club selfie? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, Losers Club selfie. You guys squish in.
No, you don't turn it off.
Ready? Can we do it? Right, you ready? You ready, set. 1, 2, 3, see losers! Losers! Cool. Thanks, you guys. Guys, oh God, sorry, I made you bend down. Can we all have a round of applause, please? Oh, good idea. Wyatt, Sophia, and Jaeden, who have been absolute bloody stars. Thank you so much, guys. Louder, come on! Yes! Thank you, guys. Thanks.